Hi, I'm Teresa Collins, and today I'm going to show you how to make paper pumpkins. Last week we did glitter pumpkins. This week it's all about the paper. And guess what? Glitter is still all over in the studio and in my house. So this is great. So you can make so many paper pumpkins from one sheet of paper. But I'm going to show you how to do it, but here's some things that you're going to want to keep in mind. The pumpkins actually look better if you have variety. Everything I've done today is actually done by a friend of mine. She was so wonderful and she sent these all to me, and I'm so appreciative for those, and she even did an how-to that you can come to my blog, and I have a PDF detailed how to make these with visuals on my blog today. So thank you. I appreciate my friend for doing that, and I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to do. So you're going to start out with papers. Now these are, everything you see here is with Vintage Finds, my new collection, and it's really beautiful, and it kind of could be Halloween, it could be fall, it can be Thanksgiving, and so the papers are very nice and pretty and warm for that. And so that's what I'm using to create. You can tell I originally had 12 by 12 papers, but I've cut those down, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut your papers into strips, and these are about 3/4 of an inch. There are no rules. You could do 1 inch, you could do a 1/2 inch. These are just 12 inches by about, these are 3/4 of an inch, but you can decide, and you can tell, like with these, they're double-sided papers. And I also have, I have in my collection, they're called borders, and they're already cut for you. There's an entire package of them, but so I wanted to show how you can also use the borders, which I've done for this pumpkin here. This pumpkin is one I quickly did yesterday to just show you. There's the borders with the glitter, with the brocades, because I really love these, and so just to show you that you do not have to even use paper. You may have scraps of paper, and I'll show you how to do those. So anyway, so you can tell that I have lots of little, these are my borders and the papers. So what you're going to do once you have those, and if you want the pumpkin to be larger like this one, obviously you're going to do it a little bit different from the measurements that I'm going to show you how to do this first one. So in order to make a smaller one, what I did is I took the 12-inch piece, and I just literally took it and cut it in half, 6 inches. So this is now 6 inches. You're going to cut those, and that's how I created these pieces here. Now again, if you want it to be longer, you know, of course you're going to just keep your strips. You won't cut your strips. You would keep just these this same size, so the 12-inch, and to create the larger piece. So for the smaller pumpkins, you're going to take these, and then you're just going to basically, because how this works, and it may be even easier to show you how this works. All these pumpkins, there is a brad along the top and the bottom that keeps these all together. So what you're gonna, that's why you want to kind of alternate, or maybe you want the your pumpkins to have the same pattern. So what I did is I have these in no particular order. They're kind of all a little bit different, and I did about 12, and it's up to you how many strips you want to do for yours. So you can kind of tell there's borders, whatever you want to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your Crop-A-Dile. Would a regular hole punch work? It probably would, but the reason why I use my Crop-A-Dile is because I need to go through a lot of papers here, and so I'm literally going to take it and put a hole right there, and I went through quite a bit of paper here, so that is why I'm in love with my Crop-A-Dile. So then you're going to take your brad, and you're simply going to put it in between the papers. Now brads come in different sizes. This is kind of a smaller one. You may decide that you need a larger brad, and that totally works as well. So then you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side with all your papers. There we go. Now this is great because your children can do this. You can make these for your friends, for your decorations, for your mantle, for your home. I really love it, and the paper pumpkins will go a long way. You can make a lot of pumpkins from one sheet. Now what I like to do then is I like to just kind of gently have mine kind of just work with your paper. My papers are heavier cardstock weight, so they're great for altered projects like this. So you're just gonna take it, and look what I'm doing. I'm gonna fan out each of my papers so that I create pumpkins. So this is what's so cool about this is every pumpkin will look different based upon, or the same, based upon the papers and the design that you wanted to use. Some of my papers are actually sticking together. I'm trying to just kind of, there's a border, a few things like this. These are so fun, and if you're in charge of going to the school this year and helping your children or grandchildren make something really cool with paper, this is the project. I think these are so cute. So there's a few. I think I have some still stuck together, but I wanted to give you the general idea. So right now it looks more like a ball, which is fine because some people like the balls too. But let's just squish it down. Now you're going to go, okay, Teresa, now how we've got the basics of the pumpkin. How do you do the stem? How do you create all these little fun embellishments? So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take whichever pattern you want. Whether for me, I quickly just grabbed the glitter. But what you're going to want to do is, I like to find something that's circular, whether it's a pen, a pencil. This is actually a glue stick. And you're just going to roll it because you want to create your little paper stem here. So I'm just going around in a circle. And again, it can be big, small, whatever you want to do. But I'm using the glue stick just to show you how simple it is just to take that and to create it. And you can make it thicker, longer. You can really manipulate paper. Sometimes if paper, you know, especially with this is a 80-pound heavier cardstock weight, what I would suggest is if you can always get it wet just a little bit to make it a little bit more pliable. And this, for this project, I do recommend using your glue gun. So you're just going to take it and you're going to put glue on the top of your brad. And then this is where you're just going to take it and decide how you want it to go. Okay, so this is kind of a little bit, so let's pretend it's all dry. And then you can even use your glue gun to decide where you could glue it in place more, whether if you want it longer, smaller. And then for these little smaller pieces, you can decide whether you want to just take little elements, like I'm going to show you quickly how to do this. This one says free. I don't know, actually let's use something else. Let's go ahead and use Vintage Clockworks. So we're going to take this little piece here. This was from my borders, and say we wanted to put this on here. We're quickly going to run it through. I'll move this over here. We're going to quickly run it through the sticker maker. I love my sticker maker. This is the Teresa Collins sticker maker. Quickly ran it through, so this way you don't even have to get your glue runner out, your adhesive gun. You're going to just take it, simply peel back this, and now it's completely already a sticker. So you could take this, whoops, it's sticky, see, it's sticking to me. So you could take this and you could literally just glue it to the front of your pumpkin, wherever you wanted to your stem. That's what's so great about this. You can add this, you can add the little trims for the little smaller pieces here. Just cut your trims into smaller pieces with your scissors, and then you can then curl them again. You can curl them or just manipulate them with your with any of these little things here to circle those again. And literally by doing this, and sometimes if I want it to really, really be curly, I will get it wet and then let it kind of dry on an object so that it really maintains that little thing. But look how cute this is, this little cute little swirl. And again, for me, what I found works kind of the best is to use, oops, my hot glue, need to put some more glue in. This is going to really be a fun project that you can create. So, and then visually just kind of put those wherever you want to put those, and that is how you create paper pumpkins. I hope you enjoyed this project and that you're inspired to go make your own paper pumpkins.